to me and his channel.
What's up, it's your boy LOE Visuals. I'm back with another video. How y'all doing? Up y'all vibing, y'all chilling, y'all enjoying y'all day, y'all productive day. We back at it fast. Make sure y'all smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. We on the road to 1K subscribers. Hit the subscribe button, tap in with me, join me in my journey. Love you guys so much for tapping in on me. So let's talk about it. Make sure y'all hit the bell icon, you know. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Deion Sanders says that he wants his sons will stay next year. His son Shilo and his son Shadeur Sanders. If you guys don't know, they play for Colorado football. They're 3-0 right now. They got a big game tomorrow against Oregon. And you know, Deion, you know, was doing it. I don't even think it was an interview. They were just talking, and he said, you know, that they're staying. You know, and honestly, you know, I think that's a good idea. You know, even though, you know, Shadeur is. Mel Kiper got him going, being the third quarterback off the board, but you know, Prime, as you know, starting to build some, and with this Power 5 team, and Colorado is a Power 5 team, they're moving to the Big 12, and I know that, you know, Deion will want to have his sons for, you know, 2 more years, you know, another year, you know, basically, because you know, this year is basically their coming out party, you know, how they're being known by the world, you know, the media coverage they're getting, and they're winning. So if they keep winning, you know, the coverage is going to keep going up, especially if they can somehow pull an upset and beat Oregon. And yes, it will be an upset. You know, they're 21-point dogs against Oregon. So yes, that would be an upset. But yeah, you know, you know, both of his sons make plays. You know, Shilo caught the pick 6 last week against Colorado State. You know, he had a forced fumble. You know, he's a ball hawk, so, you know, he gets to the ball, you know, and I'm surprised that Shilo has another year of eligibility, but I do in this day and age with the COVID years, everybody got their extra year eligibility, and Shiloh's getting granted that extra year, so he's gonna be able to play again, and I think that would be good for him, you know, because I right now, you know, I think his coverage could use some work, you know, if he was a better cover guy, you know, I think he would definitely have a shot at having a long career in the NFL, you know, and he's probably gonna have to put on a little weight. But yeah, I think he, you know, as far as making plays and tackling and getting to the ball, I think he's a ball hog, you know, for sure. But you know, he's gonna have to be able to cover, you know, and that's just how it is. But I think both of his sons, you know, make plays, so I can see why he wants those guys back, you know, and he probably thinks, you know, Shadeur Sanders has a chance at going number 1. If you guys think he goes number 1 in this draft, probably not. You know, this draft, you know, they got some guys, you know, especially, you know, being the last year Heisman, Caleb Williams, he's probably gonna go number 1. You got Drake May, you know, it's a lot of guys, you know, that, you know, could possibly get picked, you know, before Shadeur, you know. So I can see why, you know, Prime wants him to come back. If he comes back, you know, I think he's possibly one of the first 2 QBs to come off the board in next year's draft. But this draft coming up, I think Caleb Williams, Drake May, those guys are gonna be the first 2 QBs off the board. So I can see why, you know, Shadeur should stay, and it's definitely a great idea, you know, for him to stay. I think Deion understands that, you know, if you know, if his QB leaves, you know, he's probably going to be in a building block, you know, moving to the Big 12 next year. It's going to be very tough, and it's going to be a new division. It's not going to be like the Pac-12, so, you know, I can see why he wants his son to stay, you know, and Travis Hunter comes back, you know, he's only a sophomore, so he can't even leave, so I can see why he wants his son to come back and play another year, and play another year, because it's definitely going to be beneficial to him, you know, and I can see that, you know. Shadeur has a lot of swag, you know, and Shilo has a lot of swag. Both of his sons, you know, are nice, but I think that extra year would do them some justice. You know, they need it. Both of them, you know, being, you know, I think this isn't, you know, Shiloh's first time. I think he played at South Carolina, so he has experience in the pack. You know, I mean, a Power 5, you know, so he knows what to expect. You know, this is Shadeur first time in the Power 5, and, you know, I could see, I could see him, a lot of, people undervaluing him because he came from 2 years in the SWAC and FCS. But, like he said in their interview, it's nothing really changing, just, the D-line and O-line are faster. But, I think he's handling it pretty well. But, yeah, I can see why Deion wants his sons to stay, I know he's recruiting Bryce Underwood. He's the #1 QB in 2025, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to be on a visit to Colorado soon. And, he's trying to, keep his sons because his son's going to help him win, and he knows it, especially, knowing the fact he hasn't recruited any elite QB talent yet. And I think it would be beneficial for his sons to stay, I know a lot of people are going to say, yeah, Shadeur should leave. But, a lot of teams don't need QBs, in the NFL, if we're just being honest, I think the Cardinals, and they might not even take Caleb Williams if we're being honest. They might not even do it, in my opinion. But that's just how I feel. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Smash like, smash like, smash like, on the road to 1K subscriber. Hit the subscribe button. I love you guys so much. I'm out.